Proverbs 11:1. A false weight, an abomination. A true weight, his delight. This is Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, Romans 9:6, thou hast said, they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as small dusts of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. Right? Ecclesiastes 12:7. The dust returns to the earth, the spirit returns to God. The dust thou art dust. Genesis 3:19, saying that you will return back to the ground, of which is cursed, thorns and thistles it will produce, and it will weaken you, not returning strength as the former days or the former land. So you have the nations, which are being called like a drop from a bucket, and then they're being called islands. This is dealing in the water and the dry land, the balance, the scale, as Christ, or as God says in Proverbs 11:1, a true weight is his delight, a false weight, an abomination. Well, there's only one weight, there's only one scale and balance. That's Genesis 2:6, then Genesis 2:7, telling you that the water comes before the dust. Genesis 1:2, the great flood, earth was formless and void. Genesis 1:9, the dry land appeared, and it was so. Genesis 1:10, and God called the dry land earth, and the waters that was divided, God called that good. Those waters gathering together, he called good. So we know that the dry land earth is so, and the many waters is good. Revelation 17:15, telling you the many waters are the nations. That's Isaiah 17:12 going into 13. They will be rebuked into the mountains, into the dry land. Revelations 17:9, telling you 7 mountainous hills, of which the whore sits, and the many waters. Revelation 17:15. So we're understanding that the waters are not what we think it is. These are nations of which have been stripped from their flesh. Genesis chapter 7, verse 22, going into 23, telling you that when the great flood occurred, it stripped all the breath of its dry land flesh. Any flesh that had breath in it was destroyed or eradicated. Therefore, the dry land was eradicated, and the waters, or the many waters, was all that was left, the remnant, which is the nations stripped of the flesh. That's how the scripture's getting down.